Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm fixing to go and put our irrigation system back together and unwinterize it and get our well running into the tanks. I'll take you through that again. I made a video about this stuff a while back, probably a couple years ago now, but I'm going to show it to you again because I got a whole bunch of new subscribers and really appreciate y'all subscribing to my channel. We're going to go through and I'll show you how this irrigation system works, and we're going to get it prepared to run some calcium nitrate to our strawberries tomorrow. It'll take a day for the tanks to get full, so I can't run that today, but we're going to get it ready today and maybe test it, check for leaks, see if we got anything we got to patch up. Hope this didn't freeze. Everything looks to be pretty much the way I left it. It's probably not a good thing if that's angled up. Don't remember leaving that like that. Hopefully it didn't freeze and bust. Let's see if we can get this filter system all put back together here. Get some water on. Filters are together, the unions on the tank are together. This right here is a PVC pipe union. Allows you to take it apart. They work great until they don't anymore. Once they get some age on them, there's a little O-ring in there. I don't know if y'all saw it when I was putting it together up here or not, but once that O-ring starts to dry out, them things are Satan to try to get to stop leaking. They just want to drip. So I'm certain we'll have to come back and tighten them again, but we'll just see. Everything looks like it'll work up here. Got some nice bulrushes growing in there. Not really sure what to do about that. If anybody's got any suggestions, put them in the comments. I've got my fill valve here, which is all glued together PVC. I don't want to break it off. This hole is maybe 14, 16 inches. And that is quite a wad of pond weeds. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get that out. Next step is to close all the low drains on the system. We've got a yard hydrant out here that I leave open. Oh yay, it's full of water to the top. We've got a big line, well, big by well standards, in here with all the black widows. We've got a 1-inch line that runs out of the well. And that 1-inch line resurfaces here, goes up, and is connected to that float valve that I just showed you. And this float valve fills the twins here with 5,000 gallons. And you can see it's very simple the way they're just connected with a piece of 2-inch PVC teed off. Goes to our 5 horsepower electric motor and comes up here. We've got a screen filter and we've got an outlet for filling sprayers or nurse tanks or whatever. And here is our fertilizer injector. got to come out here and all of our risers have to be shut off. I go through the farm and open all the risers in the wintertime because there's a ball that sits inside these PVC ball valves, and when you close them with pressure on them, then there's going to be that much water trapped inside that ball, and that will freeze and bust some expensive valves. So always close your ball valves in the wintertime, or open your ball valves in the wintertime. See what we got here in the strawberry field. Check it out. Now, a couple months ago, when there was not a strawberry leaf to be found out here, I would not have believed that they would look this good at the end of March. They're late, but from what I'm hearing, a lot of people's berries are going to be late this year for whatever reason. You can see they're kind of pale, not real dark green, but we're fixing to resolve that with that calcium nitrate. We're going to start hitting them pretty hard with that every week, and we will get them greened up and get some blooms pushed out on them. They've already got blooms on them. Some of them have right many blooms on them. That's awesome. Looks like we may turn off a crop of strawberries after all. All right, we're gonna thread this valve open. Those two are closed, but that's the reason for that is I opened them and drained all the water out and then closed them back. We're gonna get some pressure regulation going on right here for the strawberry field, and we'll be ready to run fertilize after the twins fill up. This is just the way my irrigation guy, when he put this system together, the way he built it. If I had it to do over, I'd have done it all myself, but at the time, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I didn't know a whole lot about this stuff, and I thought it was something mystical and way above my knowledge. But there's really not much to this, and a simple gate valve like the one that you saw down there at the pump, it would suffice just fine. You could put a gate valve here with a pressure gauge on the back side of it, and you could cut your pressure down. It's really not necessary to spend the money on these pressure regulators, but it's what we got. It works. It's I was told at the time that it would save me a whole lot of money to go with 2 1.5-inch pressure regulators. It'd save money, and it would give me more volume to put 2 1.5-inch regulators versus 1 2-inch. But anyway, it's 2 12 psi regulators here running parallel, and I drug the hose for the field over here out of the way so it wasn't getting run over unnecessarily. Ah, shoot, don't have an end. This is not a good way to start. If out here in the open the mice have chewed it this bad, I don't even want to know what it's going to look like out yonder. We are, I would say, ready to run fertilize, but we're actually ready to fix leaks, it looks like. Well, this has probably been an hour that I've been, maybe not quite an hour, 30 minutes or so, since I first got this water turned on. You can see we've got 8 or 10 inches of water in the bottom of both tanks. That's not even enough to float the safety valve. There's a safety switch in there that keeps me from burning that pump up. If it floats down to the bottom, it will cut the pump off. So at 6 gallons a minute out of that well, 5,000 gallons, it takes a while to fill these tanks up. So it's definitely going to be tomorrow before we're able to run any fertilize. But I appreciate you guys watching, and check back in tomorrow, and I will go over how to run some fertilizer to these strawberries. See ya.